Now it's time for the Sierra Mist Amateur of the Week. This comedian makes his day job in the banking business, and you say bailout. I think it's a good time to get into the joke business. Here's Kenny Mock.
So I just moved to a little small town off of 23. It's called Asheville. Y'all know where that is at? Yeah. I've been there for about 6 months. I've been put over 29 times. You gotta be kidding me. Now I work at their little bank too. I'm a bank teller, and that's gonna be one of the most challenging jobs that you could ever have. It is. The other day, some older woman comes up to my counter, and this she says. Excuse me, honey. Aren't you people usually on this side with a gun? And a ski mask? And I was like, ma'am, you got that all wrong. We don't ski. And you might want to get rid of that walker. It's a sure sign of weakness. And give me your damn purse. That's how I took that. So I tell you, people, if you have a problem, the people actually who have problems multitasking, do us all a favor. Don't buy a Bluetooth earpiece at all. I was in the grocery store behind this woman talking on her Bluetooth. She was so busy multitasking, she forgot her kid inside the shopping cart. I was looking at her, ma'am, your baby. You forgot your baby, ma'am. She didn't hear me, so I grabbed the kid out the shopping cart, and I'm running with him like, whoo. He starts screaming with excitement, going, wee, wee. I looked down, I said, are you having fun, little man? He says, yeah, daddy. I am not your daddy. If I can't claim you on my taxes, I can't be your daddy. Now I got a super-sized family, man. I got 8 brothers, 3 sisters. Pretty large family. Now growing up, my dad was never around because he was a compulsive gambler, but he loved to give allowances. He would just come in like, hey kids, gather around. Here's $1, here's $1, here's $1, yeah. Then he'd pull out some dice. Bloop, 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 7. Today is my lucky day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Kenny, your birthday's coming up. You want to go double or nothing? I'm like, no, Dad, that's cool. The hardest thing for my dad to do was to discipline 11 kids. He would come in like, didn't I tell y'all kids to sit down? You know what they say, a hard head makes a soft butt. My older brother would chime in like, no, Dad, a hard head and a soft butt made all these kids. And we all chimed in like, yeah, Dad, he does have a point. He got a point there, Dad. Yeah. Now, growing up, I was teased a lot. Kids would say things like, look at those dark circles under your eyes, Kenny. And I was like, I didn't get enough sleep. Leave me alone. And the best one I ever got was like, you know your name is Kenny Mock. If you take the first letter of your first name and take the first letter of your last name and you switch them around, your name would be Minnie. I was like, thanks, Dad. What a way to start off my birthday party.
Catch more emerging talent Tuesday nights at the Columbus Comedy Showcase. Now through November, the Columbus Comedy Showcase is having a competition. Visit columbusfunnybone.com for more details. Now we're going to leave you with highlights from comedians on upcoming shows. I've been your host, Mo from Blazer and Mo in the Mornings, 99.7 The Rock. And thanks for watching Live from the Funny Bone.
I had a surfer friend tell me, I said, I'm going to Ohio. He goes, Ohio, man, they got potholes. I'm like, that's cool. I'm down with your potholes, man, but there's no pot in them. I looked. They're just holes with car parts and people giving donkey rides to the bottom of those. What the f***'s going on? Were you bombed recently here? What the f***?
That 64 Dodge was the only car in my entire life. You try to start that on a Sub-Zero morning, it sounded like Curly from the Three Stooges. It's like whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. It was dead when you got to knock, 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 knock. Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna get to the important issues, the stuff that I think everyone thinks about. Have we caught Carmen Sandiego yet? We have the technology, people. Look for the lady with the giant red hat carrying the Eiffel Tower on her back. It shouldn't be that hard. Also, did the Ninja Turtles need to wear their masks? Are they worried about people finding out their true identities? They're fighting some goons and their masks fall off. It's like, Jesus, Lou, did you know we're fighting some giant turtles? Not only that, but I think they're just a couple of teenagers. We should be able to kick their ass a lot easier than this. Also, I noticed a little something about a show called Are You Afraid of the Dark? Put your hands together for that show if you remember that. Midnight Society, meeting in the woods, telling ghost stories. It's great. Where were these kids' parents? It's like, bye, Mom, bye, Dad. Where do you think you're going, young man? It's midnight. Oh, I'm gonna just go in the woods and start a fire with a group of racially different kids and tell a bunch of ghost stories. In that case, take this bag of magic sand with you. You'll know what to do with it. Submit it for your approval. That joke is awesome.
Enjoyed the show? Join us in person by calling 614-471-JOKE or visiting columbusfunnybone.com for reservations. Coming in October to the Funny Bone Comedy Club and Cafe, Jay Medicine Hat, Greg Giraldo, some more, and Hal Sparks.
More with Mark Easy. Easy. Should be Agee. Took me 5 times to get that. I need an infusion of Jack.
Live from the Funny Bone is recorded live at the Funny Bone Comedy Club and Cafe, Easton Town Center, Columbus, Ohio.